Hey, aloha guys, it's a little late, I know, but today I got a Solstice furnishing farm guide for you. This place has been, quite well known for a bit since this came out, and the PC players always have a heads up because they get the DLCs quicker. So here I'm just showing you a bunch of the plans I found farming here for about an hour and a half while watching TV, and hope you enjoy. Let's get started, guys. So, you actually have to head to the Broken Light Temple. And the best way to do that is from the Shore Stand Way Shrine southwest of the Broken Light Temple. Now, as I approach here, there's actually a quest. There's going to be a person here you have to talk to start the quest. And you must start it in order for you to be able to enter the Broken Light Temple. Because without it, that bridge that you see up there, that little rock formation bridge, it's not going to be there if you don't start the quest. So, that's the only way to get in there. But once you do, everything's actually quite straightforward. It's not the best place for plans. I did farm for an hour and a half. I got some good things around here, right? Cycling characters. As you can see in the map in the bottom right, I basically park my characters here and I run a loop around this entire area. There's at least 50 urns here. Sorry, way more than 50 urns. The only problem is you're going to run into a lot of the other homestead plans that you probably already have, which I did. From my own anecdotal experience, I would have to say only 25% of the plans that I found were actually Tideborn or from the Solstice Update 46. So you see these bright lights here, that's because I completed the quest. Here you see I got double plans on the bottom left, as you can see there. So yeah, the only reason you see those bright lights in the rooms south of this area is actually because I finished the quest. And as you progress through the quest, there's actually rooms like from the east and west side, and if you don't find your plan, you can actually move on to those rooms and continue farming. The reason I don't do that is because I don't have that many DPS characters. And I prefer just to swap characters in and out, because usually after farming this room, I usually get a blue plan. So now on the bottom right, look at the Broken Light Temple. I'm not going to actually show going in there, because it's just going to make the video unnecessarily long. As you progress through the quest, it'll tell you where to go. And but yeah, I'm just showing you the different map on the west side of this area from the Broken Light Temple, and a bunch of other urns that you can get. I don't like them because you have to start fighting monsters and stuff, and it's just tedious for me. Here, you only have to deal with the rat in the beginning, right at the entrance, which has, I think, 13k health, which is like baby food. And I much prefer that. So, I don't think this run I find any blue plans, which is... You'll get a blue about 50% of the time when you're swapping out characters. So here I'm just finishing up. I run a counterclockwise route, but it's up to you. Right? You're usually going to find something. One thing to note is, although you might not be finding all the plans that you want in this area, if there's one thing I will say, is that this is the best place for decorative wax. I completely filled up my decorative wax farming here. 2 full stacks easily. And as far as I'm concerned, decorative wax is actually quite valuable. I think at least 300 to 500 gold on console, maybe even more. I remember not a couple months ago I was trying to buy some, and they were just too expensive, so I went on just farming them on my own. But basically, every run you do around here, every loop that you run around here, you're gonna find at least 15 to 20, or 10 to 15 minimum, which is very nice. Right. So if you're not finding the plans that you want, you'll make money selling the decorative wax, and then you can afford the new plans from the update 46 or this new DLC. So we're nearing the end of the video here. See very bright lights there, and that's because after you finish the quest, that's actually where you have to exit out of from the portal. So we're finishing up this entire loop. So just swap characters and repeat, and yeah. Here, I'm just showing you a compilation of the plants I found. And on the bottom left there, right? Bunch of decorative wax. It's freaking awesome. Great way to make money. But I keep them because I like to make stuff. You see Tideborn shells there, part of the new DLC. Here, I think we find a Tideborn wall mirror. At least 150k plant plus. Sunport bracket banner. Right? And a double purple wood elf plants. I found a lot of other... Like, I don't show a lot of the other purple and blue plans I found because they're all homestead, but I only show the Tideborn. You will find plans enough to make, like, some pocket change here. Through Tideborn chest. Right. Not a bad way to make money for a newbie, but there are obviously better ways. But if you're just somebody that likes to grind, right, watching TV while farming plants, this is the way to go, because that's what I did, right? Lychee bowl there. And, yeah, that's about it, guys. So if you liked the video, please give me a like and subscribe. Give me a comment, and take it easy, guys. Stay safe.